Previously on Edgemont.
We grow up being taught love can only be
Boy, girl, girl, boy. But when I go inside, that is not the picture I see, and so confusion.
But I threw it in the garbage. They must have been watching. People have to know who wrote it or the whole thing is pointless.
What'd you think?
It was okay. It was a little sensitive.
Yeah, right.
You want a coffee?
Sure, whatever. Hey.
Hey. How was your weekend?
You know, just caught a movie with Kat.
You guys agreed on a movie. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to see an art film, but Kat insisted on violence and car chases. I was gonna call you when I got home. When's your flight?
Tomorrow afternoon. 2:30.
You all caffeined out, or can I get you another coffee?
I have to finish packing.
Sure.
But I'll be at school tomorrow morning. Empty my locker and stuff.
Great. I'll see you then.
If elected, I promise to work on behalf of all students to make McKinley High the truly great place it deserves to be. And what?
I'm sorry, but you'll have to rewrite it.
Rewrite it how?
It has to be clever. Original, you know. Just make it way less lame, okay? Teach the poor thing to walk.
It's almost 10 o'clock. You honestly expect me to do this now?
Erin, the election is tomorrow. I expect people to do what needs to be done.
Fine. What would I want with a night's sleep anyway?
What are you gonna do?
About what? If that poem is gonna do me any good, people have to know who wrote it.
Shannon has to go to school with those people.
All my life, I've had to put up with people like Shannon, thinking they're better than me. Well, I'm gonna win this election.
When my mom moved out, I wrote a letter saying I hated her. Next morning, I wanted to tear it up. But I already mailed it. We've never talked about it. 5 years later.
Knock, knock. Shannon. Thought we could walk to school together.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't think I'd show up today?
I wasn't sure.
I was awake all night. Around 3 o'clock, I decided to drop out of the election.
I totally understand. We'll come up with an explanation.
Then around 4 o'clock, I got up and started writing my speech.
You don't have to do this. It's just a student election. I mean, who even cares?
To tell you the truth, I'd rather run and hide. But where would I go?
Guess you heard what happened on Friday between me and Mickelson?
Yeah, I heard.
So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we could get together sometime.
I beg your pardon?
I said, maybe we could get together sometime.
You beat someone up. Now you expect me to go out with you?
I thought you wanted me to.
You have no idea what I want. Kevin. Oh, look at you.
Actually, don't. Just ignore me. It's safer that way.
If you and Laurel are supposed to be together, then somehow it's gonna work out.
What, you mean like some kind of destiny thing?
Well, if you really want something, you generate a kind of energy around it. I truly believe this.
I bumped into her last night. She didn't even have time for a coffee.
Was Maggie around?
Didn't see her. Why?
No, of course not. She went to see her brother this weekend. If she was back, she would have called me.
Why would she have called you?
Yeah, no particular reason.
Woodbridge, why are you looking all pink and weird?
Okay, Friday night, one thing sort of led to another. We wound up going back to her apartment. It was only the most incredible night of my life.
You and Maggie Buckman?
Yeah. We spent the whole night talking, and then we sat on her balcony and watched the sun come up. And finally, we fell asleep together.
Wait, what happened in the middle?
Well, when I woke up, she was gone, but she'd left this incredible note saying she'd call me when she got back.
So you didn't actually...
No, it was way more meaningful than that. It wasn't about just trying to score. It was about pure and absolute connection between two human beings.
You are truly unique.
Jen, always a treat.
Don't.
I beg your pardon?
This is somebody's life.
And we both know what life's like. The strong survive.
Annika, if there ever is an environmental catastrophe, do you know who's expected to survive the longest? The rats.
What was that all about?
None of your business.
Excuse me for asking.
The poem. The one you went ahead and posted on the newspaper website. How could you do that?
Because it's a very powerful statement, something people should be thinking about.
And the person who wrote it, how do you think they're feeling right now?
Do you know who it is?
Do you?
I saw them stuff it in the Dropbox.
I say it was written by a girl. There's nothing in the poem that says that. In any way, it's probably fake. Someone who works for the newspaper trying to get a reaction.
Wrong.
It's real. Are you saying you know who wrote it?
Yes, I do.
Well, don't just stand there.
Go ahead, Annika. Who wrote the poem?
Some mixed up person. We should all just leave them alone.
I have something that belongs to you. It's the poem you submitted to the newspaper. I didn't want it hanging around the office.
This isn't mine.
I totally understand why you did it anonymously. I mean, I respect you for doing it at all.
Whoa, hang on.
That took real courage.
I never wrote this thing.
Chris Laidlaw?
Chris Laidlaw.
Man, it just goes to show. You never know about someone.
Did you have any idea? Yes. Seriously? I'm the only one Chris trusted enough to confide in. And of course, I would never betray that trust. But now that it's public knowledge, I should point out that this explains many things about Chris. And I really hope people will respond with compassion. Wow.
What's the plan? Slip in, slip out?
I was gonna come find you.
Guess you'll be heading out pretty soon.
15 minutes. My parents are picking me up outside. Don't you feel like coming to the airport with us? No, it doesn't make any sense, does it? We'd have no way to get back.
There's the airport bus.
Besides, I'm not so good at long, drawn-out goodbyes.
Sure. Then it's better that way.
Saw a story on the news the other night. 2 high school sweethearts. They moved apart, got married to other people, lived entire lives. Then they met all over again at a reunion.
Yeah.
They're both grandparents, and they're getting married.
There's a plan. Things will work out. We just gotta wait 50 years. This is really tough on you, isn't it? moving 5,000 miles away, starting all over again.
Yeah.
Anytime you need someone to talk to.
When you get a phone call at 3 in the morning, you'll know who it is. I'm really gonna miss you.
Hey. Craig. Hey.
You're back. I've been thinking about you all weekend.
Yeah, I've been thinking about you too.
I still can't believe what happened.
You know, this probably isn't a great time to talk about it.
You're right. We'll talk later. Maggie, what if I got a job?
A job?
I could help you out with your rent. That way you'd only have to work part-time and you could take more upgrade courses. And then after next year, we could both go to university together, which would be really cool.
Craig, I really like you.
This is good, because I really like you.
And I'm not saying I wish it hadn't happened. You made me feel so special. I haven't felt like that in a long time. And maybe I took advantage of that.
No, you didn't.
Wait and see. You'll find a girl your own age.
Yeah, but I don't want...
Someone who'll totally adore you. Guess that's what you deserve. I better get to work.
Sure.
Laurel, I'm so glad I ran into you before you left. Right. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I want you to know that it wasn't entirely your fault. And I have a lot of respect for you as a person.
I already voted for Shannon.
Have a nice life.
Hi.
I'm okay.
You sure?
I went to the office and talked them into letting me vote in advance. They only let me do it once, or he'd be president already. I'm really sorry things got weird between us.
You didn't do anything wrong. You have my email address, right? Let me know as soon as you get hooked up in Houston. I'd really like to stay in touch.
Same here. My parents are waiting. I'm really glad we talked. And I promise I'll send you my address.
Sure.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be back to visit. Or you'll be in Houston someday. Stranger things have happened.
I'll see you.
It's not like I'm surprised. I mean, I knew what she was gonna say. It's just I managed to buy into the whole fantasy for a while.
I guess I knew Laurel would move on too. Just didn't think it would be so soon.
So, you okay?
Whatever. You?
Suddenly, I'm not so sure. Two guys asking each other if we're okay?
You're right, that is not okay.
Yeah, one of us should belch or something. Actually, I feel like roadkill, but I'm surviving, which is kind of scary. I mean, what if this is like my destiny? Every week I get blown out of the water, but I still keep on sailing.
Leaky, but unsinkable. Yeah, that'd be one way of going through life.
But I meant what I said before about you and Laurel. If it's meant to be.
She's smart, ambitious. A couple of years from now, we'll be reading about her first movie release. I'll be able to say I knew her when.
Chris Laidlaw. I can't believe it.
Never mind him. I have to give this speech in an hour and a half.
This has to be some sort of conspiracy. Chris was set up by some totally unscrupulous person. Did you have anything to do with it?
No. Annika, What?
The stuff you were saying this morning about how we shouldn't pass judgment. A bunch of the younger kids were talking about it earlier.
And?
We all kind of figured you were just this cold and selfish person. It's really cool to find out we were wrong. So, you know, good luck.
I know what to do with this speech.
What?
I was planning to give a speech about how high school is a preparation for life and how graduation is already looming for many of you. It was okay, but pretty boring.
It was not.
And then I realized, hang on, this speech had nothing to do with my younger friends here at AC McKinley, the 14 and 15-year-olds.
People we care about so much.
Exactly. Because there are just as many of them as there are older students. In fact, there are more. So, my goal is to be a president for everyone. You know, some people were surprised when I announced I was running. In fact, a couple of you even came up to say you didn't like me very much. Until this campaign began, and then you started to understand me better. Well, my campaign is really about hope. It's about believing that people can grow and change. So if you vote for me, you're also voting for yourselves. For the belief that you too can accomplish whatever you put your mind to.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, you were great.
Thank you. You actually were great.
And you're surprised?
No, of course not. I knew you'd be great. I just wasn't sure what kind of great.
Thanks.
Thanks for hanging me out to dry.
What did you expect me to do? Besides, you were the one who started it.
You know, I learn something new about you every day.
And I've learned that I'm an extremely decent person who acts with great integrity in moments of crisis.
Right.
And being that sort of person... Chris, I don't see how I could go to Whistler with you. I mean, offering myself like first prize in a contest.
Face it, Annika. There wasn't any prize.
If you knew that, why did you help me?
I thought I saw something I liked. I was wrong.
Hey, Tracy.
How's it going?
Stupid question.
I've had better days.
Listen, if you ever need anyone to talk to, here's my cell.
Couldn't you wait till the corpse is in the ground? Aaron! Inflamed into guys with passion lately. Don't worry, I'll stay on my side of the hall.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I mean, I'm still not exactly sure what I'm sorry for, but things went wrong right from the very start with us somehow. And I obviously hurt you. Well, anyway.
Your poor eye. It must really hurt.
Only when I blink.
I believe I'm a customer.
Can I get you something?
Don't you want to hear about my day?
If you and Annika hadn't stolen that poem in the first place.
I found it.
And you didn't give it back, did you? So don't try to play the victim. Look, it's not like anyone really believes you wrote it. So just give this a few days.
Jen McMahon. Decent. Nice.
I'd say we're even now.
Not even close.
Fine, I'll buy your coffee.
Actually, you'll buy me dinner.
What?
Well, I could use a date right about now. You know, the image and everything.
You must be completely deranged.
I like Italian, but French is good too. Friday night?
Travis?
He just left.
What are you doing here?
We got to the airport on time. They called our flight. And I realized I can't do this. It was the most amazing scene right there in the departures lounge. My mom's yelling and I'm yelling and my dad's looking for a place to hide. And finally, I just left.
What, you mean your parents?
As far as I know, they're on the plane. So is all my luggage. I don't even have a toothbrush.
I love you.
You better, because you're all I've got.
Congratulations.
For what?
I was here last night while they were counting the ballots. 3 votes apart. They had to do a recount.
And who won?
It wouldn't really be ethical to blab. But give Shannon my congratulations.
Good morning, Madam President.
Hey, don't put that out there. Not until the votes are counted. Have you heard something?
Good morning, people. Just to let you know, the election tally is now official. Congratulations to our new student council president, Annika Nadeau.